everyone. Alrighty, so Mom has left. I had a nice day with her. Everybody else should probably be filing in within the next half hour or so. So hopefully I can get a good solid. Um, and so, like I may have been trying to say, my last session, as you can see here, I am level 9. I have, wow, almost 7.5 hours total playtime at this point, which is obviously significantly more than I left everyone with. So, um, got a bit of a better handle on the game, a little bit more finesse in battles. I'm not being graded a D for finesse anymore all the time, and sometimes I might actually end out a day with C grade overall, which is aces in my book. um, so again, like I said, or at least was trying to say in my last one, or maybe the one before that when it cut out for whatever reason. Uh, Apparently, the VR experience is coming later this month, so I'm hoping to cover that. I don't know if it'll be an actual two-player mode or just its own separate thing. But I do have the PlayStation VR. As I said, I do like it. I think that, like I said, it's if you don't have an interest in VR, you're not going to have a whole lot to rush out and spend $400 on. Um, so it really is something for an enthusiast, and even though it's the cheapest thing for enthusiasts, it is actually
Let's make tracks.
Yeah, let's.
It is actually something that there was a really interesting article from a man named Joe Carlock. He used to work for Destructoid. He actually wrote an article which went to Polygon about how the PlayStation VR really, as somebody who's got vision problems and stereo blindness, it really did work the best for him. Which I found very interesting because he said it basically presented the world the way he normally sees it. Whereas Oculus, when he tried it, was horrible for him, and he did not do well with that and had no interest of checking into it after that initial demonstration. And the HTC Vive actually was very interesting for him because it was basically the first time that he actually did see the world in 3D. Which was very exciting for him, but then it started having weird effects on his vision overall after he took it off, where things that should not have been 3D were presenting themselves as 3D, and it was very bad for him, which is unfortunate, because, I mean, as somebody who's excited about VR and that kind of stuff, I really would ideally like it to work for everyone. I want VR in every living room. Maybe, okay, that's incredibly idealistic, but you get my point, is that it's something that I've been excited about since forever, and again, I'm just kind of checking to make sure there's nothing that I missed out in any of this. I'm going to be traveling to the parking spots here. Oh, I did miss something. How far away is that? Where am I? I'm over here. You know what? I'm gonna do something a little interesting, considering I've got more than enough gil at this point in the game. Those saber tusks or whatever that I sold 98 of, because I'm a completionist, and I like to keep at least one of every item around. That gave me more money than I really have any right having at this point in the game. So let's try this here. Click R3, so we can actually call the car. And it's a flat 100 gil apparently, because you might have seen in another video, or maybe I didn't do it in a stream, but it's a flat 100 gilded car. So you can also return to the car. So you've actually got some interesting means of fast.
How are y'all holding up?
Now that is interesting. Where'd she go? I hope she has a means of fast travel, because otherwise... Alrighty, so we're gonna do auto, and we are going to do it to a map point. And we're just gonna kinda go right here. Is there a more efficient route? That seems to be the most efficient route. Oh, I can set that as a destination.
Let's go.
That's kind of
Sounds good. Ignis, pull over a sec. Certainly.
Okay, so we got this parking spot here.
Should be a nice change of pace.
Did I seriously? I think I did a dumb. I think I did a real dumb.
Oh.
I bet I parked over here and...
Shall we then?
Hit it, Specs.
Wow, I'm pretty sure that I actually did park over here, and then... well, I have the gil for it. Anyway... I'm going to actually have to fill out some of my skills because I've got a whole bunch of AP going as well, which actually that would not necessarily be oh, I can't. Oh, can I do the main menu? Yeah, let's do the Ascension here. I kind of was looking over this during my downtime. There's some stuff in combat here which might be nice for a little later, but let's see here, what did I get? This first shot, drop, which I can't use yet because I don't have any machines. I'm gonna save this for later, I think. I just gotta remember which ones I took. I might have taken that one, but we'll come back to that. This seems to be a very interesting skill tree because it's permanent stat increases. I'm doing pretty well for where I am because I'm severely over-leveled at this point. Let's see. But, you know what? We're gonna buy this one since I'm using the car anyway, and that's gonna be something, anything that I can do to earn extra AP with the materials I have on hand is going to be a good idea. This stuff, like Presto Libras, like you use Libra faster, or there's more ambush. This is all specifically for weight mode, which is kind of interesting. But we'll leave that alone for now. Magic. Oh yes. This is going to be really good because an extra 10 power when you crafting spells is always a good thing. Let's skip that for now. This I want. Because I found that to be a right pain in the butt, was that I was not healing faster than I was dropping. This will actually open things up a bit later, but I don't have quite enough AP for it right now, where apparently the guys all have the option to heal themselves when they're low on HP, which is cool, but I don't have the AP for it right now. Let's see. Okay. 29 AP left. I'm going to leave well enough alone for now, I think. Actually, this might be good to buy. I'll think it over. There we go. Like I said, AP is one of those things that you get it when you level up, you do it when you camp, it drip feeds it to you. So I actually have what you saw there was all of the AP that I built up over probably the last 5 levels. And I'm glad these guys are letting me talk here. Although I kind of forgot my original point. Train has left the station and I am not on it. But let's see here. There is oh, you know what? People are home earlier than I anticipated, so I'm just gonna close my door up here. Still got that map point, so which way is that? Where? Oh, there we go. Here we are. It's kind of like the episode Dusty demo here. It looks like, oh, quality building stone. Another one. It kind of looks like they have dispersed random items throughout the environments. They have dispersed random items around the environments, but all of the good stuff is going to be in the same spot as ever. So, I don't know a whole lot about. Well, this looks like some sort of building up here. But you can see the kind of where the walls are around here, and I have not really gone around the edges yet here, but go down this way a little in a bit here, because there's that mission down there. And we'll see where this takes us. Because you definitely have some roadblocks here, and blockades are something that I'm assuming that I'm not going to pass until the story happens. So, but anyway, AP is something that, like EXP, time it does. Very easy to build EXP so far, judging by the fact that I've played this 7 hours and already am at level 9, so we'll get the car over here and that's not necessary, but in the car. Come on. We'll do auto, and we will do... This will probably get us close enough.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
Like I said, I am a completionist, so this isn't necessarily a guide, but I do intend on doing everything I can. Something you can't see, but I've been feeling this here now that we're on rough road. You get a little rumble in the controller. Bless me. And it's small touches like these that really make this game very nice. Things they wouldn't have had
Where do we go from here?
that they did anyway. Which, I mean, for a game that was in development for 10 years is, you know, and especially when it was such an ambitious project in the first place. I mean, that's one of those things where they went at it the same way I go at my stuff, which is why I have also spent like 10 years on certain projects and still not finished them, is because I was always one of those people where when I was writing stuff, I was good at poetry and those kinds of things, but I set out to write the great American novel. That was my goal. So it's just like I could do very good short fiction and those types of things, but it wasn't where my heart really was. So, I mean, I'm not expecting to find a whole lot of it out here, but you know, it's kind of nice just to explore a little bit.
Feels so sluggish.
Stumble. Surprising lack of enemies. Good cooking materials here. Flavor to person. I think that
Beautiful day. Indeed.
I think that good flavor text is something that really sometimes it can be humorous flavors. Like there's this one, and I think the card's name is like Magma Axe or something. And I actually have two versions of the card, and one of them is something along the lines of like this like cleaves the flash and burns it at the same time, or something dumb like that. I mean, it's very poetically written for what it is, but it's got very little character to it, which I can take or leave. And I'm not going to jump down from here because that is a good way to. It was in 6th edition. When I first picked Magic up, I got a big, gigantic double starter pack thing with mats and everything.
Real nice here.
Yeah.
And the flavor text on that was just catch. And it's just, you know, if you were to throw something at somebody and say catch, chances are if they weren't paying attention, they probably would. And when you've got a literal axe made of lava that you're throwing at somebody, that's not going to end well for you. I mean, sometimes it's just as much about the things that you don't say as much as the things you do. So... there's just a whole bunch of things that you really need to know about writing, because dialogue especially, that's where I specialize, is dialogue. Whenever I write anything, it pretty much automatically becomes dialogue heavy for better or worse, because that's just what I'm really good at.
How are you now? Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Watch yourself, Knocked.
I know. Knocked rules.
Allow me.
Nothing to it.
Hey, Gladiolus picked up a rare coin. That's another thing, is that as you do traipse around in your boots here, instead of going around in your car, that will automatically level up his survival instincts. And I believe I mentioned this in one of my other streams, but he will actually... Hey, it looks like we made it to a blockade. There are no enemies here. Which is probably a good thing, because if Episode Dusky is any indication, I'm probably not ready to be facing Imperial soldiers quite yet. Anyway, dialogue is one thing that you have to be really thoughtful about. Because every character really should have their own voice. They are a product of their own experiences and those types of things. And keeping consistency in that can be very difficult. I've set pieces down and picked pieces back up again later and realized, holy crud, like, I've almost completely changed this character's accent because...
Beautiful day.
Totally.
When I was first writing it, it was a matter of they sounded one way in my head, and then over time, as they continued to evolve in my head, like
Sound of book.
writing them, they lost.
So here we are. Outstanding! No.
No one, Mr. Nice Guy!
None the worse for wear.
I'm very big on like I said, dialogue and characters, and keeping consistency over the course of a long period of time can be very difficult, because when I write dialogue, it's all basically how they sound in my head. Now, you can do things like phonetic accents and that kind of thing, but if you overdo it, it becomes basically illegible. People cannot make it out, and...
How should we do this now?
Just do whatever. Not helpful.
you need to really balance.
Nothing personal.
Not the time for horseplay!
Didn't mean to do that.
Hey, Gladio!
I got it! That wasn't so
Buzz
hard.
off!
It takes two.
Hey, I gotta be on finesse. So... Where even am I? How far did I make it? Huh. Interesting. Let's head off this way. A little bit, just clear up the wall. Oh gosh, what am I facing here? Scary music means that you can't even warp, so... maybe whatever that is on the other side of the wall where I can't reach it right now. Anyway. Anyway, uh, it just,
Rather sultry.
Yeah.
that's another thing, something that I wanted to comment on before. I don't know if I had this changed out during the stream or whatever, but if you look at the earlier gameplay videos that I had, it's just like, wow, it's so hot out here, why don't you take off your jacket? And so I decided, you know what, why don't we give that a try? And so I changed them into their non-jacket outfits, and they stopped complaining like that. So they're still complaining it's hot, but they're not being like, oh my god, I'm dying, well just take off your jacket. Which again is a really nice touch. It's those little things. It gives me a reason to change their outfits. I'm sure that there's going to come a certain point where everybody's gonna be too darn cold, because that's probably a thing that's gonna happen, judging by episode Dusky, when everybody went underground and it suddenly became like...
Real nice here. Makes me want to take a nap.
That's the thing I went up earlier, I think. The thing said, the map said there were ruins up this direction, so... One thing that does worry me a little bit is how little I actually used my car so far, and how much gas it has actually taken. That is a little disconcerting, I will say. Because, considering that your car has its own HP, and you need to keep it in good repair, and you need to keep it fueled up, and all that kind of stuff, that just... I don't want a Tamagotchi. It's one of those things that... I consider that a cardinal sin of older games, where it's just like, you know those old dungeon crawlers, where you had to worry about food and water or other items to drink, and hey, what is that? That is way out of my league. We are not doing that. I am level 9. That thing is level 22. We are staying far, far away from that. I'm gonna assume it's something. And I am just going to hope and pray that I am allowed to return to the car, so that's a good thing. But, hey, this has a marker on it. Keep your distance or die. Vicious varmints and dangerous demons. You know what? That is all I need to know. We're gonna return to the car. I've had my fun here for right now, I think. Alrighty, let's see here. So that... Oh, really? Really? You know what? We're going to get in the car and drive there.
Everything in order?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can see I've already used like an eighth of a tank and I've gone like nowhere. Not doing well for my sense of scale here, am I? I just not find that? Oh, that makes more sense. I did a dom. Let's not get whomped here.
Everything in order?
Yep.
These guys need to learn how to do a three-point turn, also known as a Y-turn. I find it interesting that they actually drive like Americans, though. This is... very familiar, which actually makes it rather strange because nobody else in the world drives like we do. Okay, like some people in the world drive like we do, but for the majority of the world, they don't. Alright, where is that? Oh, this is up in the room, isn't it? What is this? What even... Oh, there we are. What have we here? Hey, another bronze bangle. Oh, that reminds me, I should equip the iron bangle I found. This will put me up to the extra 100 HP, and that's another thing that you have to worry about is your equipped weapon will actually change your HP value in some cases. Great swords seem to do that a lot, actually. Which, Pronactus is... I don't know how it really handles it for him, but for these guys, that's probably going to be, like, really, really important. So actually, to kind of cover all of the other goodies that I got from around the area that were so kindly marked for me for the most part, Garnet Bracelet here, does a whole lot to strength. So, Gladio may as well make use of it. He is my Glacial Bruiser. We've got a bronze bangle here just to top off Iggy's HP. I was gonna do HP for Prompto here, but then I found the Warrior's Anklet, which, as you can see, raises his defense to ridiculous levels right away. Which, honestly, considering that the bronze bangles, which I didn't have the iron bangle at the time, only raised your HP by 50, I figured, you know what, 77 defense is going to keep him up much better. So I would recommend giving Prompto the defense, because dude just, he's a featherweight. You could, a stiff breeze, a stiff breeze could just... Where did I leave the card? There it is. Okay. Looks like we're getting more towards the evening here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive back to this wonderful parking spot here, and where is that? Yeah, the Three Valleys here. You know what? We'll do her now.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
Give myself a little time here. Or
Walk.
Yeah, okay, so we actually do have that. Uh, wow. Okay, so we
Let's
can
go.
select that.
Sounds good.
So that I can fast travel for the paltry 10 gil it'll actually take. Because it seems you can only fast travel to parking spots that you've actually parked at. Since I haven't done a whole lot of fighting, it doesn't make sense to waste the money on that, so we're gonna just... We're gonna go with this one here. I fast traveled. That was dumb of me. Okay. I don't know if the AP counts for that or not. I suppose we'll see when I rest, because assuming time passes normally and this is only for the benefit of the player, then it probably is going to be close to night by the time I get there. See the sun setting, it's about 19 hours, I suppose is the best way to put that. Where
We need to replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
last place we rested because it's still got all of our junk here.
Let's call it a day.
I'll see what I can whip up.
You can also tell I got a couple new dishes here. We got some sort of chili here and also some pot stickers. Some of those happen when you defeat an enemy, and some of them happen when you eat other stuff. I was really hoping to this I got from eating chili at the outpost over by Cindy there. Whereas there was a really good meal that was like 700 gil, which at the time I wasn't able to figure out where the price was because it's actually over the picture, and the white on the light background just did not make it stand out very well. But we'll do these when we used. These two are free, and I don't have any particular thing that I'm facing anymore. I cleared up all of the hunts as well, which was pretty fun actually. Just all of these wonderful money shots on the food makes me hungry. You could reach into the screen and pull these out, I swear. So
Peaceful out here.
Dark and quiet reveals so much hidden by loud city lights.
That's all well and good, but I'm more concerned about the things hiding in the dark.
Well, it's definitely no place for a moonlight stroll. But it's not all bad.
Yeah, I kinda like it.
Never would have guessed.
Why not?
Because you're a prince?
What? Princes can't enjoy the outdoors?
Alright. Now, if I recall correctly, I'm gonna do a quick check of the guide here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see here. Alrighty. We did the highway over there. Oh, I should go back to the Hammerhead Mini Mart. Here's the we can go. Let's see
Everything in order?
Yep.
So, yes. What? Sure. Aren't you hooked up to the printer? Wait, what? How? Okay. Why can't you just Google Maps and
We're here.
It is quite comforting to see other people about.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Well, since I've got other stuff to do here, I'm gonna let the stream go then. I'll just do a manual save here and pick up later. Manual save is slot 3 here. And we'll call it session here. Come on.